Hello mis amigos and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having an amazing day. And today we are baking. We are professional amateur bakers and we're gonna win the Great British Bake Off because we're now taking part in this competition. Finally, my dream has come true. It has become a reality. I am part of one of my favorite shows ever and I'm here to win it. However, to win this competition, I will have to master a very tricky technical bake. I have no idea what's to come. I can only see the ingredients that I definitely did not buy. 100% I did not buy. I have no idea what's to come. This is all nothing but a mysteriosity, so I'm very nervous. The show is basically a baking show, obviously, because it's called the Great British Bake Off, and if you don't know the show, actually, you should totally watch it. If you're from Germany and you watch Das große Backen, this is basically the same, but just in very bad. If you know Das große Backen and you like it, just keep watching. It's cool, it's great, but don't ever watch the Great British Bake Off then, because then you know how this show is actually supposed to be and how it is supposed to be good. Anyway, although Great British Bake Off also has gotten downhill, but that's another story. I miss the old judges and the old hosts. Why am I talking about it even though I said I didn't want to talk about it? Anyway, you gotta watch it. It's my all-time favorite feel-good show probably. But now I'm part of this competition and I'm sure that I will now hate the Great British Bake Off. So I've chosen a recipe that, you know, about the difficulty it says that it's challenging, which I think it doesn't get harder than this on this side. I don't know why I've chosen this one, but actually, I do know why I've chosen this one, because Naomi and I wanted some eclairs, and this is the only eclair recipe that the page had to offer, so it had to be this recipe. As per usual, I rambled a lot, so let's just start making the raspberry and salted caramel eclairs. Oh, we're not gonna do raspberry, by the way. I couldn't find raspberries because it's almost winter. I'm not even sure if we're gonna have eclairs in the end, so I didn't really care much about the decoration. So for the choux pastry, you're gonna need 90 grams of flour and then add 5 grams of powdered sugar, 65 milliliters of milk, 65 milliliters of water, 55 grams of unsalted butter, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and 2 large eggies. Ooh, we're gonna preheat the oven, apparently. Alright, we're already at step 3, which is put the milk, butter, and salt into a saucepan with 65 milliliters of water and heat gently until the butter melts. Don't let the water boil before the butter is melted. Then quickly bring the mixture to the boil and tip in the flour and sugar mixture in one go. Remove from the heat and beat furiously with a wooden spoon. I'm furious! Return to low heat. Now beat for 45 minutes. I think the dough looks glossy and it also leaves the side of the pan cleanly. We should now take the dough out of the pan and put it, I'm gonna just walk around with my dough, into a clean bowl so that it cools until it's just warm. And to speed up the process, I'll also keep beating the dough in the bowl and then I'll see you when it's cooler. Alrighty, now that took forever and a day. So I'd say the dough is at about room temperature now. Therefore, we can start beating it and then start putting in the 2 eggs one after the other. Alright, in there. So I want to end up with 10 lines of 12 centimeter each. Step number 6. Bake on the middle shelf for 25 to 30 minutes, opening the oven door halfway through to release the steam until golden brown and crisp. What the fuck? You're more than golden brown. They were in way shorter than the amount of time they're supposed to be in. Prick the bases with a wooden screw and cool on a wire rack. So while the eclairs are in the oven, we can make the crème pâte, the crème pâtissier, crème pâtissier. I don't speak French, I only know the way they pronounce it in England because of Great British Bake Off. And here's what you'll need for the crème pâte. 150 grams of milk, 80 milliliters of cream, 65 grams of caster sugar, 4 large egg yolks, 20 grams of corn flour, and 40 grams of unsalted butter. I'm just gonna bring the milk and cream to the boil in a pan and then remove it from the heat, and I don't think you need to see that, I'm sorry. Whisk the sugar, egg yolk, yolks and corn flour in a stand mixer, which I don't have, fit it with a whisk on medium speed until combined. This is so chaotic because I have to do 10,000 things at the same time. Alright, 4 egg yolks, corn flour, powdered sugar, mix until combined. Okay, we've got our hot cream and milk mixture. Pour a little of the hot milk mixture onto the egg mixture, whisking continuously. I think this is well combined. It's very frothy. We're gonna put it back into the pot, go back over here, medium heat, and stir continuously until it thickens to thick custard consistency. I'll just do exactly that. See you later. Alright, now that it looks like this, you can only see steam. We're gonna try and put it into this bowl through this sieve because we don't have a bigger one, unfortunately. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Add the butter and stir until melted before it gets too cold. Why do they get darker and darker? At least my creme pad seems fine. Now I'm gonna cover this with cling foil and put it aside. And I thought the worst part is yet to come with the caramel that I've yet to do, which I've never done. Okay, I guess this is the best way I can show you what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Look at my beautiful construction here. We're gonna make caramelized hazelnuts, hopefully. So I just put some hazelnuts on wooden skewers. Once we've got the caramel, which hopefully works, we're gonna dip each hazelnut into it and then place it here. For the caramel, we're gonna take this type of a pan, heat the sugar in this pan over medium heat, and do not stir the sugar, but just gently shake the pan from time to time until the sugar dissolves and turns a dark amber color. As if this is gonna work. This is the first time I'm ever making this. I'm so afraid. I'm only nervous for this because I've seen burned caramel so often on the Great British Bake Off. I feel like it happens to every second baker there. Why would I be able not to burn the caramel? Anyway, alrighty, mis amigos, it's slowly starting to melt. Ooh, that looks cool though.
Do I smell caramel?
Do you?
Maybe a bit. What would you do if I would just eat all of these now?
And I'd say, oh no, we ate all of them, can continue this video. What a sad time to be alive. I don't know if this is how it's done.
Blow it, you gotta blow it. That looks so good, Vincent. It needs to cool, you know?
Oh.
Yes, that's great. Look at her. She's so long. Vincent, that's the perfect hazelnut.
Wow.
Yes.
No, I lost the hazelnut. Why would you do that to me, wooden skewer?
What does all this looks like hair?
I think 3 are enough hazelnuts, right? What did you just eat?
Nothing.
Is it good?
I'm not eating anything. I don't know, but this is so satisfying. You just want to like, oh, because it's like a perfect shape.
You just want to put something like this in your mouth. We
Yes,
get it, sis. We get it. Now it's time to make more caramel stuff. I don't know the difference. Anyway, we're gonna make the salted caramel now. We're gonna return the caramel pan to low heat and add 50 grams of unsalted butter. Stir it until it's combined, then add the cream and stir continuously to a dark golden thick sauce. Remove from the heat and stir in a teaspoon of salt and leave to cool. Sorry, it's so chaotic here. There's so many things happening at once. I don't even know what to take care of first. This is really giving me anxiety, but what can you do? I hate everything about this. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna add the cream now. It's not really combining that perfectly for some reason. Is this supposed to happen? No one prepared me for this. Yay, we're finally getting there. I mean, it's supposed to be a thick sauce. It's not really becoming a thick sauce. It's like this now. This kind of looks disgusting. Whatever, this is done now. This is half a teaspoon. And we're gonna add another half. 14 hours later, now that our caramel has cooled a little bit, we're gonna measure 75 grams of this and put it into our creme pad, I think. Wow, this really thickened. And we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract to that mixture. That was a lot. We're gonna cover this with the same cling foil and put it aside while we make the icing, and then we can start putting everything together. For the caramel icing, we're just gonna mix the rest of our caramel sauce with 50 to 70 grams of icing sugar. So we're basically mixing sugar with even more sugar to make icing. I love that. Mine is definitely not becoming glossy, more like crumbly and dry. Cool. All right, it's time to fill the eclairs. I'm gonna put the creme pad in a piping bag. To fill these bad boys up, we gotta make 2 small holes, apparently using a knife. Then we take the piping bag and just get in there. I don't even know. It's coming out of the side of my piping bag. I hate everything. I don't know. This is actually fun. I have no idea how much I'm putting in there. I'll just keep filling them up. I filled a couple of them. Technically, I'm supposed to put the icing on top, clearly, because that's where it belongs. My icing is horrible. I still don't know what I've done wrong. I guess I'm just gonna spread a little bit because it's spreadable on top, just so that our hazelnuts have something to stick to. I can't believe I'm saying this, but there you have it. This is what they look like closed up. I still don't know what this icing is, but anyway. I feel like I can definitely make eclairs. I just gotta work on the rest. But the hazelnuts are sitting. Naomi, I mean, technically it's time for dinner, but I'm finally kind of sort of done.
Mama's coming for her eclairs.
Okay, you know, they're not exactly pretty, but how do I? Oh, this is gonna kill me.
Cheers.
That is so sweet.
Is it? I never had a problem with sweet.
I gotta say, the dough is actually pretty good, except for, yeah, that it was in the oven for too long. And also, I think my caramel is actually pretty good, especially for the first time. Don't eat too many, you'll feel sick soon. This is like your third one?
4.
Okay, I'm done with life. And I didn't even do the full-on recipe. That did not take me 1.5 hours like they told me it would. Anyway, I think I've made Star Baker this week. I'm giving myself a handshake for these amazing eclairs. Let me know if you also watch Great British Bake Off. If not, you should. Guys, please follow the recipe as well and then show me your eclairs because they'll probably look better. Just good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Y entonces nos vemos la próxima vez y bye.